Hello everyone, my name is Aiden Natalie and I'm a business management major and this is Marine Connex. Marine Connex is the only mobile-centric app that brings together the local marine professional and marine consumer on an easy-to-use platform. Whether you're an experienced or non-experienced boater, own a big boat or little boat, Marine Connex is the app for you. So the inspiration behind Marine Connex is that I basically grew up on the water, whether it was boating, fishing, or working on boats with my family. And I actually began detailing other boats that were referred to me by family friends. I became aware of how difficult it was to find additional boats to detail beyond the word-of-mouth strategy. I actually worked at a marina and boat manufacturer, which confirmed to me how word-of-mouth the industry really was. I knew there had to be a better way to connect the marine professional and marine consumer. So, why Marine Connex? Whether you're an experienced boater or non-experienced boater, they aren't always aware of all the challenges that come with owning a boat, whether that be ongoing maintenance, everlasting cleaning, or the fact that you can even hire a mate to make your day on the water that much more of a success. But the real problem lies in the fact that the marine consumer isn't always able to connect with that marine professional. And as for the marine professional, they're only left with the word-of-mouth strategy. So Marine Connex was designed to help bridge that gap and link the two together. The marine industry is constantly growing. There are nearly 20 million boat owners in the U.S., and boat sales reached a 13-year new high. And there are nearly 150 million Americans engaging in some form of water-based activity annually. And as for the marine industry, it supports nearly over 700,000 jobs and nearly 36,000 businesses. Now let's take a look at the consumer experience of using the app. When the consumer first downloads the app from the App Store, they're going to be greeted with a home page that provides a few different services that they can potentially choose from, as well as looking at the search bar. For the sake of this presentation, we're going to go ahead and look at the search bar. So after our consumer looks up what service they may be looking for, in this case, boat detailing within a set geography, we can see that Next Step Marine is the top pro within this area. They have a 5-star anchor review, as well as we can see their estimated costs and other reviews left by other consumers. The consumer also has the option to choose from about 10 to 15 other different vendors, and they can read reviews as willingly and see different costs. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the marine consumer's profile. So on the profile, it's going to maybe list the vessel the consumer may own and any other information the vendor may need to have. Now I'm going to walk through the vendor experience. When the vendor downloads the app from the App Store, they're going to go ahead and list what service they provide and with what geography they work in. Then they're going to further that by showing us what services they offer. So as for a boat detailer, he may offer a wash plan, a premium wash tan, waxing and polishing and compounding, but may not provide the other services. Then their vendor is going to go ahead and tell us a little about his marine business. His business name, year founded, number of potential employees, as well as estimated costs. Now let's take a look at our competition. As for our competition, we see Boatyard and Boateasy as our two closest direct competitors. Boatyard is a full-service provider solution where they book, schedule, and pay for the service through Boatyard. They are left to a limited number of Boatyard service providers, and the market was very limited where they were not able to move out of South Florida, and this was as of 2015. As for Boateasy, which is more closely related to us, they are a website connecting boaters and businesses through a post-product service, which is similar to Craigslist, and it is very unorganized. They exhibited poor marketing strategies and very little market penetration since they had launched. Now we're going to see how both companies exhibited poor marketing execution. As for Boatyard, they had a blog post that they have failed to post on as of October 10, 2018. This was the last blog post that was shown on the site. And as for Boateasy, they didn't take advantage of organic social media platforms such as Instagram. They were only shown to grow their platform to 377 followers and shows a failure as of taking advantage of these free and easy-to-use options. As for our indirect competition, we are seen with all general-purpose marketplace apps such as Yelp, Thumbtack, and Angie's List. Their target audience is much broader than ours, and whereas Marine Connect's advantages is we are a unique all-purpose marketplace where we're only targeting the marine industry. Therefore, our target audience is much smaller, and in fact, we are only targeting marine-focused audiences. Building our minimal viable product, otherwise known as our vendor selection, is a very important aspect. This is shown as our startup projections. We plan on starting with 4 different services and then expanding on those services. Then we look at a specific geography. How we find our vendor count is, let's say, example, we choose detailing within the Martin County area. We see that we need at least 3 vendors per service and region. But this is a startup. So we hope to see at least about 500 vendors, but we realize many vendors work in different services and different regions, so we estimate that number to be about 250 vendors. As a startup, we're going to be focusing on the St. Lucie, Martin, and Palm Beach County area, so we estimate that number to be about 70 vendors as a startup. As far as our consumer count on the page of the startup, we hope to see about 120 consumer inquiries on the site per day, leading that to be about a 2-to-1 inquiry lead conversion ratio, hoping to see about an average of 60 leads actually happening on the site per day as a startup. So if we're looking at our leads to revenue, we hope to see about 60 leads on the site per day. At $10 per lead, we see about $600 per day as a startup, and then about $18,000 per month. We also have future state models such as a monthly auto subscription renewal program and QR code coupon scanning. So now let's take a look at our revenue projections as years 1 through 4. If we look at years 1 through 3, we realize that our growth is going to be very minimal, as this is when we are marketing heavy and launching the app. But by year 4, we hope to see a steady growth, moving into at least 10,000 vendors and nearly 10,000 consumers on the site per day. As far as our profit projections, year 1 through 3, it's going to be maintaining, developing, and launching the app and spending lots of money on marketing. So we know costs at this point are going to be most expensive, but by year 4, we hope to see a steady growth happening and profits will skyrocket. Marketing can be seen as very important for Marine Connex. So this is where our competitors failed greatly. They did not take advantage of organic social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and YouTube, but we will be posting continuously across these mainstream platforms because we are marketing for the consumer and the vendor, so it's two-sided for us. We're also going to take advantage of organic SEO strategies as well as organic blogging and for paid-for advertisement, as well as attending local market marine trade shows and looking into joint marketing. We hope to work with companies such as Boat Trader and Boat US. Marine Connex is the future of the marine industry. It's the only mobile-centric app that brings together the local marine professional and marine consumer on an easy-to-use platform. We realize that the marine industry needs to be modernized, and this is the first step into that direction.